This question takes us back to your book, and your whole second chapter of your book has to do with staying in the present. And I find in my life and in my discussions with others that this is sometimes pretty difficult to do. Could you speak to that concept and how we might attain this more easily? Also, letting go of the past. We can talk about that.
See, the past, mind, the present moment reality, we are trying to experience it in mindfulness. See, when you're mindful, what is your mind doing? Let's look at it very carefully. The mind wants to, number one, intellectualize your experience. Number two, it wants to make your experience a sensory experience, meaning your body can feel it. In other words, you are talking about a desire. So how does it relate to a desire? It relates to a desire from a previous experience of the same desire.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yes.
So it cannot feel desire or satisfaction from the desire or even remain in it unless it refers to the past. You see that?
Yes.
So when you are in your mindfulness, and in your mindfulness you are looking for sensory experiences of a reality. Sensory experience of a reality. That is what your meditation is like when you are in mindfulness. And when you are in that kind of a mindfulness, going back to your past is inevitable because you are bound by desires. And your mind can only relate to desire based on a previous experience. That is the reason why you find yourself very difficult to remain in the present moment. See, the present moment reality is not a mindful experience.
In a world where compassion knows no bounds, we strive to spread love and light to every corner of the globe. But to truly make a difference, we need your support. We're not asking for your donations today. Instead, we invite you to join our community. Simply hit that subscribe button, click the like, and ring the bell to stay connected. Every interaction counts. Every subscription, every like, every comment helps us spread hope. Together, we can make a difference. Subscribe now and be a part of something greater.
Is it a conscious experience? Yes, it is a conscious experience. But that conscious experience happens when you quieten your mind,
Right.
not when you engage your mind.
Right.
You see? And you quieten your mind by way of detaching yourself from desires. See, detachment from desires. Even the desire of wanting to experience present moment reality, you need to transcend from that too.
Everything, huh?
Everything. Because that desire is giving you a certain degree of satisfaction, certain degree of pleasure,
Right.
or certain sense of accomplishment. Oh, I can experience present moment reality. That gives you a mental satisfaction. That defeats everything. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So you really are kind of embattling your desires. And what is controlling from that sensory experience in the present moment itself is the function of the entanglement you have with your desires. Now, so when you are going into the present moment reality, have no desires whatsoever. Even the desire of feeling loved. The desire of feeling love is separate from the desire of feeling love. You see, because once the desire sets in, you are interpreting the receiving of love. You don't want to do that. You just bask in it without any interpretation.
Okay.
You see, even the desire of deriving any satisfactions from your prayer, even the desire of you being charitable and being altruistic, As long as it has to do with your mind, separate yourself. Even the desire for spiritual enlightenment, separate yourself. Even the desire to hear the voice of God, separate yourself. You don't want any of it. Absolute stillness. Then you are in the knowing of God Himself. And in that realm of knowing God, love is there, fulfillments are there, intentions fulfilled, everything is so miraculous. And that is not even influencing, giving you any satisfaction, giving you any degree of nothing whatsoever. You are just basking in that present moment. That's all there is to it. So that is the ultimate present moment reality.
Yeah.
But is it going to happen all of a sudden? No. You need to reach there step by step. It's a progression. Because we are very mindful people. We are very entangled in our desires and attachments and everything. That's the condition we are in. It is not a matter of denying it and trying to get into the other side of it. Transcendental stage can never be achieved when you do that. You receive the transcendental stage by mastering your desires, mastering your ego. You become the master of all the little things that is affecting your mindfulness. You become the master of your mind. You become so aware of how limited you are as the master of all these little things. Then you desire for the will of God. You desire for the will of God to elevate you, to a vantage point where you can purely observe.
Right.
I tell you what, the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, there the disciple is with Krishna himself. And it really is happening on a battleground. See, battleground signifies you are in the middle of so much chaos, brought about by desires and attachments. That is the reality of a battleground. And you are trying to conquer each other, so your material desires can be fulfilled. That is what the battleground is. So here, the disciple meets God, and he is praying for the resolve of God. Guess to do what? So that he could observe. So the disciple is praying to Krishna, take me to a vantage point from where I can observe. See, take me away from these entanglements.
Right, the chaos.
So I can observe. That is where the entire Bhagavad Gita begins.
Must be the basics.
That is the basics. See, it is at that point he was able to hear what the Lord was speaking to him.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
But even in previous occasions, Krishna did speak to a lot of other people. And other people heard him. You see, so sometimes exceptionally being able to hear the Lord, that is normal. Because God is not separate from us. We are His image and likeness. For us to come into the moments where we can actually listen to Him, talk to Him and all of that is really is not unusual. But it happens when you don't expect.
Yeah.
That is what Jesus taught us.
Yes.
When you don't expect, that's when it happens.